What's up, guys? This is David with Joe's Gaming and Electronics, here with another highly requested video. Today I'll be showing you guys how to replace a Studio 2 wireless right hinge. So let's get into it. As you can tell, this right hinge is broken, completely snapped off, just dangling. So the first thing we'll need to do is remove this muff. The way I remove this muff is with a pry tool. Just get right under it and pry it up. It's on a double-sided tape. You can remove that. Next, you'd want to remove the speaker. There's 5 screws and then 2 charger port screws that you need to remove. Okay, now pop that up. At this point, you want to unsolder this blue wire from the speaker. Grab your iron. This yellow MS port just pops up, just like that. And this charger port also just pops out, just like this. So move the speaker. You can remove any of this tape that's holding the wires. Won't be using that. Now we can unsolder this charger port. Just remember the order of the wires, because you'll be putting this charger port back on. I recommend writing down the order. Alright, so the next thing, there is a little sticker here that you can remove. Just peel it up, and there's a screw under there. It's a Phillips screwdriver, just unscrew it. Now what we're going to do is, this housing is held just by this rubber, so all you gotta do is pull up, just like that, and you can pull the wires through. There's this rubber piece you can get rid of. Now underneath there is a sticker that you can also remove. All these guards are not really necessary after you replace the hinge. So at this point, we'll be going to the back side of the front and removing this center cap. So there's a little groove here that you can place your flathead screwdriver and just pry it up. Now there's 4 screws that you need to unscrew. And we will need to remove this tab here by prying it up from the side and just peeling it up. Alright, at this point we can slide this inside panel down, just like that. That way it's not attached anymore. remove the battery. It's stuck on adhesive tape. And pull the wires through. Make sure you kind of help this yellow wire through, just like that. That's the panel. So at this point you want to remove the board. Just pry it up and it just comes out. You can take off the ribbon cable and this outer panel. You can remove the battery. Alright, so we will need to unsolder all these little wires in order to slide this wire out from the hinge. So there's a little protective layer that's covering. You need to remove this off the solder points. Be careful not to break any points. So now we will be unsoldering this entire wire. So once again, remember the order of these wires. You can write it down or whatever. Alright. Now that we have that freed up, we can pull these wires through out of the hinge. Now this hinge broke in 2 spots, and this is actually part of the hinge too, so we'll need to unscrew this here with a T5 screwdriver. Just like that, and slides up. Here's the new hinge. Now we will slide all these wires in from this here, from the front end. I use a little screwdriver to help push these wires in. Got the yellow one through, got the blue one through. I recommend getting this red one first. Make sure you do this carefully, not to damage any wires. Alright, red one is through. Now you can do this black one. Just like that. Now pull this wire through in and right over the headband. There you go. Bend that. Now we're screwing back these 2 screws. That's the T5 screwdriver. We got the hinge installed. Next part would be soldering back the board. We will be soldering this black wire back onto these points here. Go ahead and prepare the board, making sure none of the points are touching. So to start, I will go from this side going this way. So we start with the copper wire. Next we're going to solder on the green and copper. After that, it's the red one. Green. Blue. And finally, the red copper. So, we've got this black wire soldered back on. Now we want to get this outside panel. Clip in the ribbon cable. Clip in the battery. And we can push this red and blue wire into the inside panel. Push that out. You can grab this charger port wire and push that in through the same hole. And place the battery back in its spot. Clip the board down. Place this red MS port wire into the little spot here. Pull these wires out a little bit. So now place this outside panel with the hinge right here. And we will slide this inside panel into the outside. So just slide that in just like that. Extend the hinge a couple times, make sure nothing gets caught. So now we can before you screw these 4 screws, you need to make sure none of the wires are in the way. Don't want to damage them. Looks like that's good. Now we're screwing this panel back on with the 4 black screws. Once you have these screws screwed on, we can place this cap over. Make sure it aligns with this groove right there. Now we can place this tab back on. Just slide one side in and clip the other one in. Now you want all these wires to be slid into this hole here. So align this speaker cup just like this. And screw on this little center screw that was hidden by the sticker. And place this sticker back on just like that. Now we're using the pry tool to push all these rubber bits back in. So from the outside we're pushing it all along the edges. And from this side here, you can use a screwdriver to kind of help pull these little rubber things out, or you can use your nail, whatever. Keep pushing this little rubber panel in. Alright, so now it's held pretty good. Grab the speaker and solder on this speaker wire, so that's the blue one. So it goes blue here, blue on the negative and the red on the positive. If you mix that up, then the speaker is going to sound horrible when you place it to your ear. Alright, at this point we'll place this charger port back in and solder on this yellow wire. So that's the green one, red and copper. Now we're soldering on this charger port wire. The red and the black. Just like that. Now this little port goes into this circle here. Place this cover back onto the charger port, and now the speaker just lays down. At this point, we will screw this speaker back on. After you got the speaker screwed on, the last part it would be placing this muff on. And so what you do is get a double-sided tape that we provide and just place the muff back just like this. That's it. That's a Studio 2 wireless right hinge replacement. If you guys have any questions or comments about this repair, go ahead and comment below. If you need any of the parts for these headphones, we do sell them at www.joesge.com. And thanks for watching.